All right, I'm glad to be amongst the land of the living to bring this video to you today. This is Damon with, you can call me Uncle Damon or you can call me Damon M. I prefer Uncle Damon. But yeah, I'm just dropping another video to let you know it's been 2 weeks since I dropped the last video as an independent contractor, courier, Lord willing, an expediter soon. Business business has been steady. States have been well, I'm down here in Georgia and the state has been closed, but you can you can't really tell it's closed because business with regard to traffic, shipping, commerce hadn't slowed much. So when the ships are bringing in cargo and 18 wheelers are rolling, warehouses are being filled, you can't really tell the government shutdown from that standpoint or vantage point. So business has been rolling. Um, Georgia's looking to open back up Friday, partially. They're going to try to get the barbers and massage and beauticians and service based businesses back up and running because the state is hurting. Doctors' offices have been partially open. Uh, I was out last week on some runs, and the craziest thing, I saw a long line. And every now and then you'll see a line like Walmart or the big brands, Sam's and stuff like that. But I saw a long line at a doctor's office where you go and lose weight. I found that to be strange. That was very peculiar. I didn't know if they were cashing checks or I didn't know what was going on. But the line was super long. It was like a store line, but it wasn't a store. So I found that to be pretty peculiar. Um, so, yep, the state is opening back up. Oil prices, WTI, dropped as low as it's ever been. Um, Crude, for those that don't know. But they say crude dropped. I must have been taking a nap or something. I don't know where I was at, but it said it dropped down to $1 for, you know, almost $1 or something like that. Strange. Um, Last time that happened, some say in the 80s. I know it was before I was ever speculating. So we got to be on the lookout for what's on the horizon. When oil prices drop like that, that traditionally means it's probably a war within that industry right now. That's industry. It's a commodity. So um, when those guys get to duking it out, it's not nothing good ever comes out of those types of situations. So I got my makeshift hand sanitizer. I just mixed one part alcohol and one part water. And I put a little cologne or something in it to make it smell good. This is how I kind of keep my steering wheel clean and me clean while I'm out doing courier business. Um, so wanted to drop a note today. My second YouTube ever video, COVID-19 video number 2, um, to talk about the independent courier business. It is in high demand. A lot has happened in the last 2 weeks. I've learned I got buddies that work for big companies that told me that um, the post office is losing part of its capacity, and it's a reason why the government won't fund them, and that these other brands are going to be picking up some of their weight, pulling some of their weight. So be on the lookout for these big couriers that you see all over your doorstep every morning. Um, I don't want to shout them out or anything because I don't work for them. business for myself, so I don't work for them, and I don't want to, get the rumor mill going. But supposedly in the near future, the post office is going to lose some of their capacity, and these other companies are going to be picking it up. Some of their real estate, as far as who delivers. I mean, they're already doing it on Saturdays and Sundays, in probably your neck of the woods. So with that being said, hey, that's another opportunity for you. This channel was all about, you know, opportunities. Look, I'm not here to sell anything. I'm not here to get a million people to like what I'm talking about. I'm just here for the common man or woman that's looking for a way out, and explore opportunities. I've only had 8 people view my videos. It's not like but I'm gonna claim it. Let's claim 2 million, 3 million followers. Okay, that's what's gonna happen. So, um, and hopefully we can band together and I'll share thoughts and grow as a people. So if you're an entrepreneur, a serial entrepreneur, an influencer, and just want to see people do better, then you're in the right place. Um, and in this video, I'll talk a little bit about, how to get into the courier business. Um, I see people all the time out here in the business with vans, minivans, soccer mom vans, um, cars. You don't have to get to the level where you have a cargo van or a sprinter to wait to get started. If you're thinking about this, if you want a way to always be able to make money, and have time for yourself and your family, to help the kids with homework, or maybe do the lawn so it won't overgrow, or wash the cars, or take the dog for a walk. This is one way to do it. An independent courier service. The business is not hard. Anyone can do it. All it takes is uh, the will to want to learn something new, and the rest is pretty simple. So the will, it takes willpower, and wanting to learn a new trade skill set, and you got it. Okay, the hardest thing you'll ever do is deal with an indifferent customer that maybe orders something that's not on the load that you have. You might have 2 or 3 pieces, and you can just be nice, smile, and say whatever you gotta say to tell them the truth to comfort them. And other than that, I mean, that's that. The pay, I'll make a video about pay, but it all varies. I think the numbers need to make sense for you. Everyone's pay is different. Everyone's pay scale is different, and everyone's vision of what they need to be getting paid is different. What is a lot of money for me may not be a lot of money for you. So, um, instead of just saying, "Hey, I want," unreachable goal, put your goals in steps. So if you want to make X amount a month or X amount a day, then take baby steps and you'll get there. Uh, we'll talk about other opportunities as far as um, diversifying your portfolio. You heard me talking about WTI, oil. I mean, you don't just have to go out and look for a job. You can actually create opportunity. You can create business. You can create work. Um, and you can also create passive incomes. There's ways to do it to where you don't just have to lean on that one job. And if they don't call you, then the world is going to end. No, that's not what we're going to do here. We're going to learn multiple ways to create revenue, so we don't have to uh, dance to one industry or one guys or gals tune. Okay, we can look at other opportunities and ways to diversify our portfolios. Um, I guess big business wins. Georgia's opening up. Down here in Georgia is opening up Friday. Um, like I said, some businesses will be open. Um, you want to talk about COVID, recession proof, or essential personnel proof line of business? I think this business model was it. When everything was shut down, I mean, everything. When nothing was open, I mean, I was going to gas stations and big name gas station, even racetrack. I mean, the big ones were closed at a certain time. The courier industry was still running. Products was still being delivered. Goods and services were still being served uh, throughout the state. So, if you're looking for a business model that is darn near recession proof um, or COVID-19 essential personnel proof, uh, this is it. I learned a lot in the last 2 weeks with regard to that. People are working from home. Businesses uh, that can't open are still in business at home. So the owners, the door may be shut, but that owner is still working. He still needs goods. He still needs ink pens. He still needs toner. He still needs, or she still needs a desk or a nice desk chair or things of that nature. So a lot of that stuff is being ordered. Gloves, masks, toilet paper. One guy was ordering Dr. Pepper. I don't know what the deal is with that, but I mean he was ordering lots of it. So he's a Dr. Pepper fan. So I mean, whatever makes them comfortable in the office, just think is being ordered. So if you are in a niche that serves that lane, then maybe you want to ramp up production because people are still ordering goods. Now, when the channel grows, I don't want to be trying to bait and switch and doing all that trickery where the video shuts off and don't give you the information that you want. Comment in the link, hit, what they say, like, and hit the subscribe button, and let me know, how these videos are turning out and if I'm adding value. And then if not, then I'll ramp it up and add more value. But the whole gist of it is, hey, if you're looking into finding a business model that will continue moving forward, continue moving the needle, doing times like these, independent contractor courier work is it. Finding jobs is really simple. I mean, it's you got the World Wide Web out there, and then once you start searching these companies, and if your Facebook is linked to your internet and all that, it's going to start popping on your Facebook anyway. Um, Different courier services. So what I'll do is mention a few. Like you got your, of course, your big ones: your Amazon, your FedEx, your DHS, um, and the what's the other one? Amazon, FedEx, DHL. Is that DHL? And some smaller ones, depending on your geographical location, are out there. But even smaller than that, just going to local flower shops, you know, asking them, hey, um, would you like for me to deliver flowers for you or groceries? That's a big one. You got senior citizens at home that need groceries. I mean, that's huge. I mean, that probably, that market has not really been, you very rarely hear about it, but just picking up groceries for seniors, that would be humongous. Um, and grow from there. Find an area, a senior community, canvas it, and, and provide the service. It's that simple. So it's not rocket science. People make it out to be, but no, it's that simple. Make you a nice flyer, hit the area, and say, hey, you order from this company, whatever the grocery store is, and I'll go get it. I work off tips. I'm just starting. Um, Add the gas in. If the mileage from point A to point B and back, pick up the groceries and deliver them to the house. On and on to the next customer. Flower shops, edible arrangements is another one. They always look for drivers. And then a lot of what is the Grubhub? I'm starting to see a lot of food delivery drivers out here. I mean, I'm seeing more of them than I'm seeing Amazon trucks. Those guys are out here. I'm seeing them more than I see Lyft and Uber drivers. So you got to remember, all the businesses that shut down are technically not shut down. They may be shut down for dining in until they get partitions on the tables or what have you, but they are still open for lunch. And what they do is either curbside service or they do takeout and people deliver. So things to just think about. Um, get you a vision board and just start jotting it down. If it's given to you, you seen this channel, hit the subscribe button, and I'm gonna get more disciplined, and I'm gonna start off a video a week. It's been 2 weeks. I've been very busy, y'all. I've been very busy, um, but business is out here. Time waits for no man. You got to just jump in and do it, and it's not hard. All it takes is picking up something and taking it to point B, getting a signature, and some companies do COD, some don't. So let me know what are some of the things that may concern you with regard to this. I'll go into my next video. I'll probably talk about my breakdown. I had a breakdown, my first breakdown. You want to save your money in case you do have a breakdown. So a lot of people here's how a lot of people go out of business, and I'll close with this right here. A lot of people go out of business. An old guy told me this once. He was like, this is a good business, but you gotta be smart with your money. So what happens is a lot of young kids, college kids, younger folks, they get into this and they make some money and it looks good to them. They start spending it right away. They never put anything aside for breakdowns um, in the event that they got to keep business moving. So if you don't get anything out of what I'm talking about here, is as an independent contractor, courier, you're in business for yourself. You're not working a job. You're not an employee. You're a business owner, and you have to prepare for breakdowns. A breakdown can cost you anywhere from $3 to get fixed, $5 to 1,000, or 3,000, or 4,000, or whatever. Depending on how fast you are about jumping on business on top of things. So, had a breakdown, and God placed a young man at a certain area to to let me know it was an issue because I didn't see it. It was a customer, and then I saw the leak, and I said, "Wow, what is this?" Then I went to another location to look for a part. Found another young man. God put another young man in my path that was just standing there waiting for me, and we rectified the issue. Got me up and running, and I was able to finish a couple drops. Finished that day. The next day, knocked everything out. Put the truck in the shop over the weekend just to make sure that there wasn't anything else wrong needed it, additional work. It cost me. But to make a long story short, I was prepared for it, and I'll never forget what that man told me. So always prepare for a breakdown, so you don't have to panic, and it don't put you out of business. Don't just spend once you make money, because you're gonna make some money, but you need to put some aside for fuel, and you need to put some aside for breakdowns, and put some aside for lunch. Eating healthy. Oh man, I could make a whole video on that one too. So a lot of content is coming to me now, y'all, because eating healthy. Oh, it will knock you out if you don't eat healthy out here. Um, you'll get tired. Um, your pressure will fluctuate. It just nothing good comes out of not eating healthy out here. So if smoothies is your thing, or a lot less caffeine, something. But eating healthy is key. Staying safe, because COVID. Got my little makeshift spray. I got hand sanitizer. Got Ocean for me, and this come from Bed uh, Body Works, or whatever the place could come. I forgot what headache medicine. You're gonna get a few headaches every now and then. So these are my commercials. This is brought to you by hand sanitizer and gloves and masks. Hard hat. You gotta have a hard hat. Some places you go, you might need a hard hat. Mask, gloves. So I'm not gonna keep this video long. Just wanted to drop you a note, let you know what's going on out here in the independent courier business. If you are in Atlanta, which is business out here, I don't really, I can't speak for any other state right now, but I do know that it is opportunities out here. If you are an ex-offender, don't get discouraged. It's business out here for you too. Just depends on the company. Some companies do background checks, some don't. Some require more insurance because of what you might be moving. Some don't. You could be a helper until you get your own truck. I mean, it's just so many ways to break into the industry. So it's a supply chain. Okay, that's all it is stores and provisions and cargo coming in, freight coming in to the United States, and freight has to be moved throughout the United States to warehouses and or to businesses and residents. And they need people to do it. And the business won't stop. I mean, it's not gonna stop. Even if it was an active war in the country, I don't believe that it will stop. Trains will still be moving, ships will still be moving, trucks will still be moving. When the truckers stop moving, then you're gonna really have issues with shortages of food, water, and supplies. So if you didn't learn anything with this last COVID outbreak, stock up. Stock up and be prepared, and say your prayers. All right, this is Damon. I am out of here. Peace and love. And you guys and gals, take it easy. Let me know if you like the video. I will drop another video next week or at the end of this week. Just remind me, somebody comment, please. One person comment, just one person. I'll be happy. All right, you guys have a great one.